Southend.
You were there last week.
Was I last week? I've just leapt today. My head's just not in gear. It's just not in gear, and that's the truth of it. Hello and welcome to week 46 of training a miler for the Dragon's Back. Now, this is a video in two halves. The first half is a moany Essex miler who's grumbling and grumbling and grumbling about foot aches and last big week before the taper for the Dragon's Back race in September. But the second half of it now is a positive story about Jenny and her first 34-mile ultra, because I said to her that what would I want to do for my birthday? I'd like to hike the Saffron Trail from Southend to Chelmsford, which is 34 miles, and it's all across country, 2,200 feet of elevation. And I said to Jenny, we'll do it as a hike, as my last big outing, time on feet before Dragon's Back. However, Jenny said, let's go in our running kit and we might run bits of it. Anyway, I'll leave you to see the story, and that starts at the time I've just put in there somewhere. Yeah, here-ish, starts there in the video. All right, and it's more positive, so jump to that bit if you get fed up with the moany miler. Bye for now. Good morning, folks. Welcome to week 46, I think it is now, of training a miler for the Dragon's Back race 2025. We're a month out now. I gave the stats last week for the Dragon's Back. It's a case of Googling it now, Google. And if you really are new to what it means, yeah, prepare for a bit of a surprise when you do Google it. Bit of a monster. Anyway, I've waited till 2 miles before I record any footage at the start of this week, and I'll explain why in a minute. Yeah, I waited till 2 miles in just to see if I feel any more positive. Because you don't want somebody moaning, an Essex lad moaning first thing on your tuning in, do you? But I did say I'd keep it real, and that's the thing, I've got to keep it real. And I've waited 2 miles and I still don't feel positive. I feel like somebody who a month out shouldn't even be contemplating a 6-mile jaunt on the Flitch Way, let alone Dragon's Back in a month's time. I tell you what, I'm really hanging my hat on the taper. When we get down to that 3 weeks taper, I am hoping that solves every problem, brings all the mojo back, brings all the fitness back, everything. Anyway, this Garmin stats, they say I'm peaking. Everything's rosy. My readiness to run was 88 apparently this morning. You know, get out there and do it. But the reality is, Saturday's run absolutely destroyed me, 21 miler. And although I may be peaking as far as the cardiovascular system is concerned, what Garmin doesn't know about is your legs. And my legs are destroyed. The plantar problem's back. Yes, the plantar that I mentioned for about 3 weeks is back. And it never really went away, but it's back with a vengeance today. My legs feel like the hind legs of a pantomime donkey. Oh, I tell you, it's not good. It's not good. But I'm going to grind this 6-miler out because I've had 2 days rest. It's Tuesday now, by the way. I rested Sunday, just stayed in a comatose state around the garden. And Monday, didn't do my usual run to the track. Absolutely destroyed legs, said no. So here I am, clocking out 11-minute miling along the Flitch, feeling, I don't know what I feel like. I just don't feel good. Anyway, enough grumbling. That's all I record, otherwise you'll unsubscribe, all of you. I know you will. And yeah, but I've got to keep it real. This is what it feels like for Steve Reed, a miler, to train for this monstrous Dragon's Back race. Oh, I'm so looking forward to taper and hoping it solves all my problems. I really am. Good morning and welcome to the 1st of August. We always knew this was coming, didn't we? This some stage Dragon's Back race would be a month away. This day in a month at 8:24 in the morning. Oh my word, we'll be about 10 miles I suppose into day one. And 10 miles is probably quite hopeful for me actually. Probably about 8 miles into day one. Gosh, it's really real now. And the problem is, where's my mojo? Where is my mojo? Oh dear. So I went for a social run with the club on Wednesday, which was nice. That's about 5.5 miles. And the great news is Jenny's in the club now, and her pace is pretty much what my pace is at the moment. So I just joined that little group and had a nice little run around the Essex fields. Did that help me get my mojo back? Probably not. See, the problem is, I don't know if this is psychological. I said I'll just keep these real. This is how it feels for me, training for this bonkers event in what is now a month away. All the enthusiasm I had a year ago, where I was clocking out of zone 2s, going off for 20-mile runs before breakfast on a Wednesday. It's just the legs aren't there. I mean, I'm quite happy in zone 2, but it's the physical act of running at all. I just can't make my legs do it. They feel so heavy. They feel like elephant legs that just are so heavy and won't do the running action. I'd be quite happy to hike this 13-miler out, and but running, can't make them run, and that's really, I don't know if it's psychological, all in the head because it's so close now, or whether I have overcooked it and there's just nothing in the tank. Hard to tell. So I'm just literally doing a just do it, as Nike say. One foot in front of the other, make it happen, and it will happen. I mean, everybody knows I can run 13 miles on the Flitch way and back, and but it just shouldn't be like this, should it? Oh, am I overthinking it? This is just, I just don't like this position. I thought I'd be in mega strong awesomeness by now, then just coming off a last bigger week and then tapering. Maybe, I said before, I'll hang my hat on the taper. I just really hope the taper's going to sort everything out, and I'm going to arrive on the 1st September with fresh legs and a great attitude. Because if the race was today, I honestly feel like I would just, if it was today and I was sent off on day one, I feel like I'd get to the first walk point and just say, yeah, that was a nice outing, let's call it there. And yeah, minibus camp, that'd be lovely, thanks very much. And yeah, let's just do a bit of hatchling work for the rest of the week, and it wouldn't bother me. My head's just not in gear. It's just not in gear, and that's the truth of it. Anyway, enough waffling now. I'll have a chat, see how I warm up. I'm only a mile into this 13. Maybe it's the early mile talking rather than how I feel talking. We'll see. Alrighty, 2 miles in, did a little bit of soul searching now to just find out, just observe the mind, see what's really going on. And I think where I've arrived is, I did that in effortless from a cardiovascular point of view, zone 2, upper zone 1, early zone 2. I'm about 133 beats a minute. But of course, what's eating away at my mind is that I've got this idealised view that zone 2 should literally be effortless. I wouldn't even feel like I'm running. It should just be floaty. But on heavy tired legs, I suppose it's eating me up. The fact that our cardiovascular system is saying, yeah, this is fine, you can go on forever at this, but the legs hate it. And I think where I've got, and that's what's, I think, getting my mojo. And what I've got to realise is, even with the best taper, yeah, you might get through day one feeling good, if you're lucky. But if it hasn't been bumped out of you, that floaty feeling by day 2, by day 3, it'll definitely be beaten out of you. So you've got to get used to having legs that just don't want to work. They just have to go through the motion, swing the hips, keep them going, try to make sure the knees come off the ground even just a little bit, go forward, go forward, go forward. So I think this might be life just reminding me that this is how it's going to feel for pretty much 90% of the 6 days. So bloody well, excuse my language, so very well, get on with it, get on with it. So that's the lesson that I'm going to bring on board for the whole of this 13 miler. Just keep the heart rate where it should be and don't worry about the legs, just keep shuffling forward, shuffling forward. Yeah, there you are, lessons with a month to go. Yeah, the other, I'm just doing some more soul searching. The other mind issue that sits on top of that that's tormenting me is the old miler from last year, because there's no doubt about it, if I was in mile training, I would be, my recovery runs would probably be in 8s, clipping along quite nicely. Obviously not as far, they'd be in road shoes, and that's the thing. And I know that they would feel fine, they would feel really effortless, really enjoyable. And I've got to drop that, I've got to drop the miler mentality for now, but I think I'm hanging on to it, and that's another torment, another mind demon. Yeah, so this is good, a bit of soul searching. If I can drop them all by 1st September, I'll be properly the what's the big statement? I am presence, and then it's whatever you add to that causes your suffering. And so I am an ultra distance runner who can just keep going and keep going and keep going, strong and powerful. That's my manifestation statement from here on in. I am a strong ultra distance runner who can just keep going and keep going at the required pace forever and ever, strong and powerful. Okay, changing topic just a little bit, but we'll close that out with anything really is about headspace and physicality, isn't it? You've got to get your headspace right, and that's the bit that's quite sometimes more tricky to work on than the technicality of just training your body, I find anyway. Anyway, plantar fasciitis, that naughty left foot problem. Now, it came back all of a sudden with a vengeance, and damn annoying, I know. And so I went to see Howard, paid to go and see Howard and be tortured. Essex folk all know what I'm talking about there, and Howard knows, but he does get results, that's why we go there. So, had a bit of plantar manipulation, a bit of calf work, and it's freed it up again. And Howard reckons last week I decided I was getting bored with always plodding, and I went out and did a 5 miler in 7s and bits, just to feel more about the headspace really. And we're pretty sure that that would have put me up on my toes and put the strain back on the plantar and reset the recovery. So 100% no more of that business. It is from here on in with a month just, well, what I'm doing now. But enough of it, let's keep ticking over so we don't enter the 1st of September like a lardy, and have a little bit of zip hopefully. The trouble is though, I always put into taper plans for everybody, including myself, strides and energising 400s, like 4x400 off 3-minute walk back, just to get the legs feeling good. But by the sounds of it, I can't even do that for the risk of setting the plantar off again. So yeah, no energising work. I suppose I could go out and do sprint reps on a bicycle. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, enough waffling, I'm just going to get this 13 miler done now. I think talking to the camera has been so much in this first 3 miles just to make me get further and further away from home on and out and back, so that I have to do it. But I think I should put the camera away now and just get on with it. So bye for now. Made it to the turnaround. Anyway, after that moaning Essex man monologue, how about some good news? And I've been holding back on this because I hate to jinx things and call them too soon, but it's been about 3 weeks now and the heart has been behaving itself incredibly well. Now I think it's because of my Nutrition Geeks magnesium supplement, triple whey magnesium supplement, has allowed the heart muscle to, well, whatever it needs to do it correctly, because what was triggering it into atrial fibrillation was big ultras, and after Helvellyn it settled down immediately and was just stayed in sinus rhythm and was back down to very quick recovery, 44 beats a minute resting heart rate. So that's a massive plus, because I really don't mind carrying a little bit of a plantar niggle into Dragons, but I did not want to carry atrial fibrillation. So I'm hoping that that's now under control, which is fantastic news to close this run out on, which I'm 10 miles into now, and it turned out it wasn't that bad really. Just a case of just keep going, and it's a nice sunny morning as well. Just got a day's work to do now once I get home and showered. Anyway, we got something big on Sunday, Jenny and I, but you'll have to just wait and see what that is coming up. See you later. It's raining like crazy outside, so gardening was cut short. So this is the beginning of the madness of trying to organise hill food. I've gone for simplicity, which is a lot of NAKD bars, and look at that, jelly babies. Can you believe I plan on eating all of those through 6 days, and all these salt tablets, and they recommend you only have 6 a day, but I'm going to be having a whole pack, 2 packs a day. But I've experimented with that already, and I know my body can tolerate it, and that's how much salt I lose when I'm sweating. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. So there we go, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. High State deliver all their clothing in nice little bags, which is handy, and that is segmented hill food for each of the days. So what I've got is another bag inside there, which is the stuff that will go in the drop bag, and then the stuff that's just in the main bag will go in my vest as I set off at 6 o'clock in the morning. So we're getting there on the organisation. Right, here we go. I did say we're going to do something epic on Sunday. We're going to walk, hike, speed hike, whatever, from Southend to Chelmsford along the Saffron Trail, and this will be Jenny's longest time on feet ever. Distance wise, time on feet, the lot. I think done moonwalk twice, didn't you, Jen?
I've done moonwalk once and shine once.
Yeah, you are. So a marathon, walking around London, and as far as long distance walking is concerned, 16 miles I think. So yeah, here we go. We might jeff it as well, we might actually run bits, so we'll see if we can get an average pace of around 15 minutes a mile for 4 hours, 4 miles an hour. Right, here we go. Starting off sunny and thunderstorms apparently by about 2 o'clock. Why is there a goat on Southend?
He was here last week.
Was he there last week?
The statue first.
Half a mile in and couldn't resist running already. But there's no way we're going to run the lot. We've made a promise to ourselves that only bits when it's so flat and so easy to run, we'll run those and we'll hike the rest. Ye old cobbled streets of Leigh-on-Sea. Steps. Oh, it's sort of steps. Whee! Well, surprisingly, we've jeffed far more than expected. So 16-minute mile in at 7.5 miles in, which is quite nice because it's good to cover the ground a bit quicker, because we budgeted 20 minutes a mile speed hiking, and we've got most of the elevation of Hadley out the way now, so no more elevation to Hockley Woods, I think. First feed station, 8.67 miles in. Hockley Woods. Now we saw a goat earlier, now there's a little pony cart. This stretch is treacherous. It's 0.89 of a mile on the most busiest country lanes, but it is the official Saffron Trail. But it's amazing they couldn't reroute it somewhere else. Anyway, that's a great place to go for a cream tea, double-decker bus, tea and cake. There you are. Google it. Battle Bridge. Hey, the famous Christmas tree footpath. They're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Anyway, we are 20 miles in, and the best laid plans was that we'd get to Battle Bridge, which was just back there, half a mile, and we would have a nice ham cheese toastie, bit of lunch, whatever. However, I joined the queue and I politely let another man sort of go in front of me because I wasn't sure if he'd joined the queue or not. I don't think he had joined the queue, to be honest, but anyway, and he ordered up the whole shop. Oh, bacon sandwiches times 10 and loads of fried breakfasts and everything. So by the time I got to the front, she said it's going to be 20-25 minutes, which was too long to wait. So we just cracked on, had a couple of NAKD bars, and poor Jen, she really wanted her little snack shop, but we're going to crack on. It's proper ultra style, isn't it? You don't get to stop and have a ham and cheese toastie, do you? You just crack on. So anyway, we're doing really well. 16-minute mile in, we've averaged for 20 miles, and this is Jenny's first ever outing into attempting the ultra distance. And I said to her we'd run hike, which we're calling a rike. We'll call it a rike on Strava, and I'm really proud of her. I mean, we're 20 miles in. She's just, I think she'd have run more than she would have if I hadn't been here. Probably all of it. There you go. Good again. Look at this, Jen. They all understand. Izzy loves it when I actually look at them. Look at them coming. I'll just say goodbye then. Bye bye. Sorry to get you all excited. You're all chilling out in the field, weren't you, quite happily, and I've just let you go. Oh my god, I sent them into a frenzy. Absolute butterfly fest along here. I don't know if they're coming out on the camera. truth be known, I might be holding Jenny up now, to be fair. It's 23 miles in, but when we hit this really rutted Essex dried out mud that had horses and things on it, my plantar is just really playing up now. Like every time it hits something and goes, oh, or, oh, it's really painful. So I can only run on the road or good tracks, but I think Jenny would run this because she's absolutely on fire. This is an unusual part of the course because it sort of comes through, you know, well, it looks like a burial ground, doesn't it? But it's in the middle of some like woods. But just to be certain, it absolutely is the Saffron Trail. The good news is, when you're out of water, churches pretty much all have an outside tap, pretty much for your bladder. Thank you, East Tanningfield Church. On to the course again. Chick, 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 chicken, lay a little egg for me. Now, a quick interview with Jenny Reid, because she's 60, as you know, she doesn't mind me telling you her age. And how does it feel to be 26.47 miles in to your first attempt at an ultra?
Exciting.
Yeah, trail ultra at that. What a, down here.
Oh.
We'll interview you again at 30,
Okay.
50k.
Okay.
There you go, see, it's like being in Wales. Another style. Danbury Woods. Nice section. Styles, it's 30 miles in, Jen.
I hate them. I can't do it.
Yeah. So, Jenny Reid, as you can now cruise through 50k, officially your first ultra, 2,200 feet of climbing, so not even a flat one. How do you feel?
Great.
Yay! Only 3 miles to go.
Hurry up.
River Chelmer to home, to Chelmsford. That's the Centenary Circle over there, where we were last weekend, and last one of the week that killed me. I feel better on this one, feel stronger. Last 2 miles, Jen, 2.5. It's like the Chester 50 all over again. Pretty, but this bit does go on and on and on. Look at that, cramp has attacked me, and Jenny's, she's just like, she's just still going, she's so strong. She is awesome, absolutely awesome. Just tell the camera how it feels to do 34
It's very
miles.
weird. It's very weird feeling. Very good.
Jenny has done that off of 6 miles is her longest run in training. She's been doing about 14 miles a week. She has run a marathon in the past, so she's got pedigree, but I think she's just proved she has got ridiculous stamina, and basically we might as well enter her in an ultra, an Essex ultra, quite soon, and give her a bit of training, and then who knows what she'll do. Signing off the week. Thanks for watching. Sorry about the moany bit at the beginning, but at least we ended on a high, and stay healthy. See you next week. You can say goodbye, Jen.
Goodbye. Thank you.
So we deserve a reward. I just asked the man to choose any flavours. That's got about 1,000 calories in it. Granny's decided just one scoop. She desires more. But what the heck?
On a diet.
Yum, yum, yum.